Hi everyone, Sheree from Style Arcade here. Today we're going to be having a look at size curves and a couple of different ways in which you can use this function to really ensure that you've got your sizing spot on for your brand and any new intake that you're planning on bringing in. So first of all, we're going to have a look at size curves for multiple products. So say you were working in the denim department, which, generally speaking, has a lot of core lines. What we can do is we can paste in style codes for the same option of denim across different colorways. So what we want to do is have a look at this combined size curve for both of these options. So if we just head over to the size curve function, same as before, open this filter function and dump in your SKU codes here. Click enter, and then what this is showing you is a combined size curve for those two products together. So there's no limit on the number of SKUs that you can put in there. You'd only want to ensure that it was the same style of dress or jeans or swimwear that you were trying to look at, or whatever the category was. So basically this is giving you an indication then of what your intake was, so how you originally purchased the stock, and then how it's selling. So you can see a little bit of a difference here in between the small and medium, and then you've got your sell-through at the bottom. So really handy, particularly if you're working, in a high volume situation where potentially you've got, maybe you've got a best-selling dress and you're stocking it in 5 different colorways and you're looking at bringing in some more colorways. This is a really great way to double check that you're getting your sizing really correct by looking at a combined curves across all of those different options. Okay, so now we're going to take a look at size curves for individual products. So an example of when you may need to do this is in-season replenishment. You've got a style that's selling on fire and you want to bring it in, making sure or reordering it in the correct size curve. Or potentially at the beginning of a new season, you've gone and visited your brands and your suppliers. They're bringing in an option in exactly the same shape, however they're offering it in a new colorway or in a fresh new print for the season. So we'll head over to the filters tab here. We'll add in the SKU that we're after. Hit enter. And that brings us to the product page here. Then we want to click by size so we can see how this product sold when we had it in stock. So basically this product is currently at 100% sell-through, as we can see at the bottom here. And we can see that the intake curve and the sold units after returns curve is exactly the same. So this particular screen is not really telling us how it sold when it was in stock. It's just telling us what we bought, we sold. So what we want to do is we want to look at the rate of sale of this particular SKU when it was in stock. So we need to rewind back in time a little bit. So let's click here at the weeks and let's scroll back to say week 8, and immediately we can see a difference between the intake curve and the sold units curve. But let's scroll down to the bottom. I can see actually I'd already sold through 100% of my size 6s. So we need to go back a little bit further in time to make sure that we're getting the correct information to inform our next buy. So let's try week 6. So there we have it. Still got stock in the 6. And we can see a very big variation to what was shown when we were looking at the 100% sell-through. So if we take a little bit of a deeper dive here, if we look at the medium, our original intake was at 38%. However, we only sold 28% in the size medium when we had full stock. So this is a bit of a risk, and it means that we've overinvested in the medium here. So if we have a look, it means that we should be able to identify some opportunity, which I can see is sitting here in the size 6. So our original intake order was of 13%. However, we sold 22% of this size. So there's a bit of a discrepancy between here and real opportunity for us to even out our next investment into those sizes and ensure that we're getting that exact size curve correct. So just a reminder, when we're looking at like-for-like products and you've got a product that's had 100% sell-through, we want to go back and make sure that we're reviewing the rate of sale of the item when it's in stock. Thank you. So finally, we're going to have a look at size curves by brand and by category. Let's head over to the size curves tab. Open up the filter section here. Select the brand that you're wanting to look at and then the category. And this is going to give you a view of total brand and how dresses are selling for that brand in totality across all the different styles that you've got there. So this could be particularly useful if you've just been to a range showing and you've got a number of new dresses which aren't similar to any historic styles that you've had before. So you're just wanting to get a total view of how you should be sizing. This is where I'd go to find that information.